So there are three words that have the chance to completely change your career. And it's all about activities, outcomes, and results. One of the key things that you hear a lot of agents talk about when they first get into residential real estate is about doing a call sesh. Or maybe, for example, they did 100 calls. And that's all about the activities that you're doing as an individual agent. And activities kind of feel good, right? Because you kind of feel like you're making progress, you're getting to speak to lots of people. But the reality of it is if those activities don't turn into outcomes, then we've got a really significant issue. Because it's not really about the 100 calls you made if you didn't actually get to speak to anyone. So naturally, as our careers progress, we then start to think about the outcomes of what we're actually achieving. You know what, I got a buyer appointment, I got a market appraisal, I got a listing appointment. And these things are absolutely important because there is no way that you're going to list more properties than you've actually appraised. But the challenge is that then sometimes people kind of trick the numbers. And so they go, you know what, I've booked 10 market appraisals today. But yet when you go and have a look at it, 9 of them actually canceled and they only even went to go and see one person. And so the challenge is you're kind of playing with the metrics that really matter because you're not really getting clear about what is the most important thing inside of your career, which is actually about results. And results are signed agency agreements and offer and acceptances, which have actually moved into becoming unconditional. So inside of your business, what do you track? You can track the activities, but the activities aren't important if you're not getting the outcomes, and the outcomes don't matter if you're not actually getting the results. And so really, it's about getting very clear about what are the results that I need to achieve as a great agent. When I first started out in residential real estate, my dad was exceptional at this. He would come past your desk at the start of every month and he would place down 5 exclusive agency agreements on your desk. And he'd say, you know what, whatever you do this month, just make sure that all of these come back and that they're signed by different clients. And that was that whole idea that everything that we did was about making sure that we got to achieve the results. So be careful in life because if you're not getting the results, it's usually because the outcomes aren't happening inside of your business. And you need to increase your number of market appraisals, increase the number of listing appointments, or maybe even actually increase the amount of buyer appointments to be able to get price reductions to get properties sold. And if none of that's happening, then it's all the way back at the activity. But what I like to do as a coach now is I get you to focus on the results, then wind back to the outcomes, then wind back to the activities. So that naturally we're not just spinning our wheels, going nowhere, and we're actually getting real traction on the road because we're getting the results that really matter. Think about it. Listings, sales, and income are the only things that are critically important on the inside of the business when it comes to measurement around the results to make sure that you're making progress in all the areas that really matter.